According to the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, the 2018 wildfire season was the deadliest and most destructive wildfire season on record in California. Also, fires are not just affecting California, they are getting harder to control around the United States and are burning for longer.
During fast-moving fires that cannot be quickly contained, the people in affected areas may be surprised and may not know what to do or where to go.
Here's an example from a 911 call in 2017 during a fire near Santa Rosa, California, in a town called Redwood Valley, from a report done by the Center for Investigative Reporting.
Could you tell me who do I call to find out how close and what I need to do?
No one, ma'am. Literally, there are multiple fires in
The woman on the phone had been calling 911 for 15 minutes so she could receive information about where to go to be safe from the fire around her. However, she was not able to get this information because it is difficult even for 911 operators to know what to do.
We talked to the fire battalion chief in our hometown of Redwood City to better understand the process of giving information to the public. We learned that there are established guidelines to issuing a fire evacuation alert. These decisions have to be made carefully because they have to decide from where, how, and to where the people will evacuate to, while avoiding chaos. However, in worst-case scenario, as was reported in Northern California communities, a formal alert could take hours to reach residents, while a fast-moving fire could move across 1 football field per second. Every second counts.
In other emergency situations, like when a hurricane hits, there's information about where the hurricane is predicted to go. We thought we could do something similar, but instead of giving people information about hurricanes, we could give them information about fires.
This is why we created FireTracker. FireTracker is designed to get information from other sources and apps, and to give its users more information about nearby fires that have not been contained.
We are not attempting to replace the county's evacuation alert system. Instead, we are trying to give information about the location of nearby fires as soon as possible. For now, all the data in our app demo is dummy data, but in the future we would need to have agreements with the companies that own the source data.
Only fires that are not easily contained will get tracked in our app. We will get this data from the fire department. If available, we will display information from CAL FIRE and San Mateo County alerts. Next, through our chat room, users can tell others about additional information. Also, there are companies that collect data about air quality for asthma sufferers. This can tell us the amount of smoke in the air, which could be useful for our app. Finally, there's a pilot project in California that is using heat cameras to detect fires. We will put all available information in one place.
To make it more accurate, future versions of our app would include more complex models, not only to pinpoint the location of the fire, but also try to predict the direction it is moving by using information about topography, wind, humidity, and the moisture content in the vegetation.
Also, if we could start a company in the future, we would like to hire people and use AI to look at the data for fires and predict how fast it will move due to the conditions that it's in. For example, if there are high winds and low moisture in the area that it is burning in, the fire will tend to move faster in the direction that the wind is blowing in. We would input these predictions into our app.
We are not aware of anything like our app. There is a website called FireDispatch.com that lists all about the fires in San Mateo County, but it is not very easy to use, and it does not give complete information about the fires.
One thing that we learned that we need to be careful about with our app is that people in the chat may alert others of a different fire, and we need to check this to avoid false alarms.
Our target market is adults in the area of a fast-moving fire that want information about where to go in order to avoid it.
Our business would be a non-profit organization because we want to avoid profiting from a disaster situation. We would get funding by applying for grants and use it to continue developing our app.
We are a team from Redwood City, California, and we chose this problem because it could affect so many people in our community, and it is a life or death problem.